Hey YouTube, how you doing? This is Kevin here. I put the brand new tire on the bike. Brand new tire just came in. This bike is ready to rock and roll. Let's see if we can get a little yeah, one hand in it. Thing rides absolutely awesome. Driveway here, and yeah, everything works on this thing absolutely beautifully. What do you call it there? So the only thing I got left to do to this bike is put the directionals on the front. I ordered those. Those are supposed to be in next week. And I'm going to do a wiring video on this. But I got the two back ones on, as you saw in the other videos there. So other than that, this bike will be all set. And I'm thinking I might do a video on this thing, because I might put the KE100, what do you call it there, forks on it. They're basically the same forks, just a little taller. And I got another set of tires, which I should have thought about before I ordered the factory ones for this thing. But I have a factory swing arm for a KE100, which is exactly the same thing that's on this KM100. And what that'll do is that'll bring the wheel back. So I'm going to try doing a quick little video. I apologize for the shaking of the video in advance, but this is my KE100, and you can see the bar, the what do you call it, swing arm. So you can see how the mounts look on it and everything else. And then when you go over to my KM100, it's the exact same bar, just shorter. It's right there. Comparison, same bar, just that the KE100 is longer and the mount is the same. So to make the KM100, which is a street legal bike, as tall as the KE100, what I would have to do is switch out the front forks and tire, the rear swing arm and rear shocks and tire, and put a longer chain on it, which I have, because this chain will be too short at that point. And the other thing I would have to do is change the speedometer, which I have one, to one that can do 100, because this thing can do already over 70, which I've had it with the new tire on it at 70, and I still had a little bit left to go. And then I can make this KM100 the same size as the KE100 and be really nice for the road. I mean, I can ride this thing on the road now because it's street legal, but it'd be nice to have it done. So I have a whole set of forks for the front, because these tubes have to be done anyway. You see how they're a little damp, but I have the forks. I've got the front wheels, I've got the rear wheels. So I'm debating on if I want to have this thing at the same height as the KE100 and make this thing just really go at it, you know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at right now, because they're basically the same bike, just with a few different you know, like the down tube, this only has a single tube, the KE100 has a dual, but most of the pod and the frame's the same, the electrical's basically the same. There's really not much difference on this bike, so I can have another full-size street legal. I already had the front wheel off this thing. This thing is crazy. For a 100 this small, this bike has some nut to it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I'm debating on that. That might be begin of summer thing. I'm doing the what do you call it there, Rock 101 here, has the Andy Blacksmith Ride for Life, and I'm going to be doing that. Last year I did it, the first one I did with my Yamaha Virago. This year I'm going to take my KE100, and I'm going to ride that one there because it's a fun bike. It's lightweight and it's good for in traffic with a lot of other bikes. lot of people take a big Harley Davidsons and everything else, and they turn like tanks. This right here, I can just like nothing. It's like a high-power moped, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is how the back end of this is gonna look with those awesome tail lights. And this bike right here in the front, where they used to have these really long, had a big flat washer here. The bar came out and the light was way over here. It's kind of big. I thought it was kind of tacky, so I ordered a couple of those style marker lights right there, but for the front. And I think they'll be shallow enough where they'll actually look good, because they're not big bikes. So when you have big lights on small bikes, they look disproportionate. So yep, so that's where I'm at with that. I think this is going to be a really cool, rig. So look forward to doing some of those changes. I'm going to show those on YouTube when I do them, and do the video. It's the same swing arm. You can stay outside, buddy. So yeah, it's the same swing arm. Brakes are in the same spot. I mean, here's the side of it right here. Right there's what it looks like. And then on the KE100, it's the same damn bar. And it has the rear pegs. This bike right here does not have the rear pegs, but it'll be able to take the rear pegs when you change the swing arm, because you're actually changing the geometry of it. You're moving the arm back, I think it's like 2 inches to accommodate for the bigger wheel. And the wheels that it'll have will look just basically the same, just bigger. So that'll be a fun little project. I got the shocks, I got all the parts to do it. So it's really just a matter of lifting this bike up and making the ride height the same as the KE100. I think that'll be awesome. Dueling banjos right there. So I'll have the best of both worlds. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. And my new tire, I got this thing on Amazon, 42 bucks. It was great, free shipping, fast shipping, and very, very, very happy. And it came with a free inner tube. So 42 bucks, came with the inner tube. It worked out pretty well, and I was able to fix the brakes inside here while I had it all apart. So the only thing I left to do is a cotter pin here and a cotter pin on the axle on the other side, and we're good to go. And I have the axle too for the new swing arm. So yeah, I think this is gonna be cool. And when you do this, you're gonna have to change a couple things. It's not just put new forks on it and a bigger tire. You do have to change over your speedometer cable, which is gonna be a little longer, and you're gonna have to change over your brake. You like the bike, buddy? Yeah. Yeah? You got to ride around the bike, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my little Andrew right there. So, cool. Well, thank you, YouTube. Please subscribe. And if you have any questions on how this is done, by all means, please comment on it, and I will tell you all the parts needed. Hold on, buddy. I will tell you all the parts needed to switch this over to make this bike as tall as the KE100. They're both, yep, that's Nikki's bike. What do you call it there? To make the ride height so it's a true on-off-road. This is a good little pit bike right here, but as you can see, you can register. It's got the plate bracket and all that stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun little project. So remember, if you're gonna make these small, even the KD80, you can make the KD80 as well, because it's the same bike. You can actually change the ride height of this little mini bike. You can make this KD80 a full size as the KE100. In fact, I have enough parts to do that bike too. But yeah, basically same thing. On the back, you're going to need the rim, shocks, swing arm, and chain. And this little rod right here is going to have to be adjusted. And then in the front, you're going to need, well, you don't need a speedometer cable, but you do need a brake cable, and you need the forks and the tire for the front wheel. But the brakes are the same, everything's the same, axle, all that stuff doesn't change. The only thing that changes is what I told you. So, cool. Be looking forward to making some more videos on these awesome little CC rockets. These things go pretty fast. They're nice little bikes, and should be fun. Should definitely be fun. So I'm looking forward to a summer riding with all my little toys. My MB5, KE100, KD80, KM100. Well, thank you, YouTube, and like I said, once again, please subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, you know, just throw them on there, and if there's anything I can do to help you out, maybe I might be able to make a video that'll help you out. Alright, thank you. If you need any parts or anything like that, some stuff I may have, so if I have it, hit me up. I have a nice seat for a 72, what do you call it there, KE100. I've got KE100 parts for the 72. I have the seat. I have the rack in the back, which is a rare find, with an added seat to that. I have a cool front fender. I got all kinds of things for that. I got a nice oil tank. I got the battery box, the rectifier, ignition, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, let me know if you need anything for the 1972 KE100. Thank you.